Hello everyone, and welcome to the COMPTIA Project Plus PK0-005 study session. Today we'll be studying software development life cycles. What is software development life cycle? The software development life cycle is a process used in the project management and software engineering fields to design, develop, test, and deploy software applications or systems. It encompasses a series of stages or phases that guide the development process from inception to completion. While specific models may vary, common phases in the SDLC typically include requirements gathering, understanding and documenting the needs and specifications of the software to be developed, analysis, analyzing the gathered requirements to ensure they are complete, consistent, and feasible. This phase involves creating documentation such as functional and non-functional specifications. Design, creating a blueprint or plan for the software based on the gathered requirements. This phase involves architectural design, database design, user interface design, and other technical aspects. Here is an example of the waterfall model. First, you have requirement gathering and analysis. Second, system design. Third, implementation. Fourth, testing. Fifth, development. And last, maintenance. Implementation or coding. Writing the actual code or programming the software based on the design specifications. This phase involves translating the design into a functioning software product. Testing, verifying that the software meets the specified requirements and functions correctly. Testing can include unit testing, integration testing, system testing, and acceptance testing. Deployment, releasing the software for use by end users. This phase involves installing the software in target systems and ensuring that it operates correctly in the production environment. Here's an example of software development lifecycle chart. First, you have ideation, brainstorming ideas that solve a particular problem faced by target users. Then there's requirements, interacting with stakeholders and users to collect and document project requirements. Then there's design, creating the architecture of a software system and its elements. Then there's development, building the software using a programming language by the development team. Then we have testing, evaluating the quality of software with the aim of finding and fixing defects. Then we have deployment, preparing the software to run and operate in a specific environment. Last, maintenance, updating and supporting the software after it has been delivered to the market. Providing ongoing support, updates, and enhancements to the software to address issues, add new features, or adapt to changing requirements. These phases are typically iterative, meaning that development teams may cycle through them multiple times to refine and improve the software. Additionally, various SDLC models such as Waterfall, Agile, and DevOps offer different approaches to organizing and executing these phases based on project requirements and constraints. In the project management and software engineering industry, several software development lifecycle models are used, each with its own approach to organizing and executing the phases of software development. Some of the commonly used SDLC models include Waterfall model. In this sequential model, the development process progresses linearly through phases such as requirements gathering, design, implementation, testing, deployment, and maintenance. Each phase must be completed before the next one begins, and changes are difficult to accommodate once a phase is completed. Agile model. Agile methodologies emphasize iterative and incremental development with a focus on flexibility, customer collaboration, and responding to change. Agile approaches such as Scrum and Kanban divide development into small, time-boxed iterations or sprints, allowing for frequent feedback and adaptation. Iterative model. Similar to Agile, iterative model involves breaking down the software development process into smaller iterations or cycles. Each iteration includes requirements gathering, design, implementation, testing, with the product evolving through successive iterations based on feedback. Here's an example of an agile software development lifecycle chart. First, we have conceptualization, then inception, then construction, then release, then production and maintenance, then retirement. Spiral model. The spiral model combines elements of both the waterfall and iterative models, emphasizing risk analysis and incremental development. The development process progresses through multiple cycles of planning, risk analysis, engineering, and evaluation, with each cycle representing a spiral. V model. The V model, or verification and validation model, is a variation of the waterfall model that emphasizes the relationship between development phases and corresponding testing phases. Each phase of development is followed by a corresponding testing phase, forming a V shape with the testing activities mirroring development activities. DevOps model. DevOps is a cultural and organizational approach that emphasizes collaboration and integration between development and operations teams. It aims to streamline the software delivery process through automation, continuous integration, continuous delivery, and continuous deployment practices. Here's an example of a DevOps lifecycle chart. First, we have operation, then development, then integration, testing, monitoring, feedback, then deployment. Rapid Application Development, RAD. RAD is an iterative and incremental model that focuses on rapid prototyping and quick feedback. It involves using tools, frameworks, and reusable components to accelerate development and deliver working software within short timeframes. Incremental model. In the incremental model, software is developed and delivered in increments or segments, with each increment adding new features or functionality to the previous ones. This approach allows for early delivery of working software and incremental refinement based on feedback. Here's an example of an incremental model chart. These are just a few examples of SDLC models used in the project management and software engineering industry. Organizations may adopt or tailor these models based on project requirements, team preferences, and other factors. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Have a good one.